Hello friends and gamers, my name is Jinx and welcome to Operation Tannenberg, a Kings and Kaisers YouTube war game. The game is designed by Madman and Moose Cow and we're having a lot of fun playing it. So today I'm a bit short on time and the guys are waiting for my turn, so I'm going to skip any long-winded introduction and dive straight into the turn. So without further ado, let's get started. So we have 59 IPCs to spend. With that, we're going to purchase a technology token, 12 infantry, and 3 submarines. We had 1 tech token left over from last turn, so that leaves us with 4 dice to spend on technology this turn. So each one has a 33% chance of success, which means collectively 33, 66, 99, basically 100, and an extra 33%. So you're looking at a total 133% chance of rolling technology. So maybe we'll even get 2. Let's roll for some dice here. We have 2. Excellent stuff. All right, let's see what those results are. Depending on what it is, we are hoping for not getting sea mines. We got a 3 and a 6. So a 6 is a naval base or a military base, and a 3 is poison gas. So not the worst things in the world. I was kind of hoping for more trench works, but you know what? We can't get every single thing that we want to get. So we didn't, at the very least, we didn't get, at the very least, we did not go and get something useless like naval mines. So let's see what we got here. I'm looking for my token to represent poison gas, but I'm not seeing it anywhere, so I'm going to just steal one off of here. Excellent stuff. All right, so we're going to put our poison gas to good use immediately, and we're going to put that right with our units up here. That is the plan. We're going to put 3 of our oops, I guess I could flip that over. 3 of our artillery with poison gas. So I'll have to make some adjustments on my battle board there. We're going to go to war here. And as for the other one, as for what we got going on here, that's a tough one because ideally, if this had come a little bit sooner, I would have started building out forces in Tsingtao. But I think the Japanese are going to come crashing down on us next turn because they have something like 5 transports, and the only place to go likely will be towards our little territory right here. So there's nothing too much you can do about it. And unfortunately, really unfortunately, I wish I could put one over here in Chile. I think that would add a huge another dimension of fun and interest in the game, having German Chile on the board, but unfortunately that's not going to happen either. So we're left with a very somewhat boring placement of units where we can't really do too much, frankly speaking. Original territory controlled at the start of the turn. There's really not that much that we can put down that's not already going to... It's going to be redundant at the end of the day, right? If we put it in Germany. So I think I'm going to hold off for now and put it off to the side, and I'm going to decide in the middle of the turn as to what to do. But that's kind of a useless tech for us at this point. But I thought it would be fun to align Chile because Chile has a German roundel on it. Come on, can't it be aligned? Anyways, let's dive into the turn. I've been long-winded enough. So we're going to make an attack. Everything from Lorraine is going to Picardy, as well as this guy from Belgium. So we're going to go in crashing for an attack, and we've already set up the battle board for that one. So I'm going to simply remove these off the table for now, and then we'll later on reset them up in Picardy. Now the reason we have to go to Picardy is because that Lorraine is a victory point. And because Lorraine is a victory point, that means, and we have to control it at the end of the game, the enemy simply has to walk on here in the last round. So we have to go beyond Lorraine into these other territories to really actually benefit from that victory point. So that's why we have to go past our front lines here in Lorraine and go for Picardy. At least that way we protect Belgium. So that's the idea there. So I'm putting all this now in the Mediterranean Sea for now, and then we'll see what goes into Lorraine here, because we're going to move a couple units into there. From Bavaria, we're going to rail these guys into Lorraine. From Rhine province, we're going to move 6 infantry to that position. So what I'm going to do, 4 infantry to that position. So I'm going to just steal a chip and slide in underneath that one. The remaining 3 infantry, and 1 artillery is going to come up to Belgium. So we need to hold off any potential enemy attacks. And what else do we do there? We're going to have these two Zeppelins drop off 4 infantry in the lovely province of Lorraine. So again, we're going to steal another chip, bringing us to a nice 11 infantry sitting in this position. And the remaining 2 infantry are going to come to Hanover with the 2 tanks to that position as well, which gives us some leverage to do some damage against the enemy in subsequent rounds. Now, what else are we going to do in this theater? I'm knocking down stuff in Africa, so good thing you don't see it. From Silesia, we're going to go to Rhine province. To Rhine province. The forces here in Poland are going to move 1 territory to the west here in Silesia. So that's a bunch of artillery. And the cavalry is going to come to this position as well to help moving this along. I don't know if I could rail from Warsaw. It's a minor city, so I don't think that counts. What else are we going to do? So we have this guy sitting here in Belgrade, and he's going to come out to Constantinople, to this position here. And then we have 2 machine gun units that are going to come down south to Armenia. Yeah, 2 machine gun infantry over there. And then we have our Baltic Sea forces up here. So this transport's going to drop off 2 dudes. I know it's going to drop off artillery and an infantry into Hamburg. There we have it. These 2 infantry are going to come down to East Prussia, and these guys are just going to hang out there since they can't really move out of that position. Okay, taking our attention down south here, we had a few little plans going on, but at the end of the day, I don't know what we're going to do. I think what we'll do is we're going to make this infantry is going to march to French Equatorial Africa and just simply capture that territory. Let me grab some roundels, which I appear to be completely out of. So I'm going to go into my spare box here. There we go. Spare box and French Equatorial Africa will be ours here. And the remaining units, I'm still on camera, the remaining units are going to march that is a tough one. That is a tough one. I had a few ideas in mind. The remaining 2 units, I think, are going to come up to Rhodesia, I think. So that's 2 infantry, 2 artillery, and I'm going to send 2 infantry to Portuguese East Africa, and 3 machine gun infantry are going to come south to Rhodesia. Actually, we're going to leave 1 infantry behind. 1 infantry behind in Belgian Congo. So hang on, let me just flip this out. I'm going to flip this guy for another unit here as well. So the situation is as such. 2 infantry are going to go to Rhodesia. Nope, make that 3 machine gun infantry to Rhodesia, 2 infantry to Portuguese East Africa, 1 left in Belgian Congo, and French Equatorial Africa will have an infantry as well. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Actually, we're just going to send 1 infantry to Portuguese East Africa, and then I'm going to send 2 infantry out here to maximize our attack value into Portuguese East Africa. Yes, that's what we're going to do, guys. So we've got some attacks going on. Nothing in South Africa, just those 2 territories. And this fleet over here is going to simply go to Madagascar. Actually, we're going to leave our 2 ships here in Sea Zone 37. And by my math, those subs can't touch this puppy right here. Yep, I think that works out okay. All right, so let's get started with our actions. Let's get started with our actions here, our combat moves. Nothing could happen on this side, unfortunately. It's all going to be dead water over there. Let's take a look at the situation here. I think we got everything. Let's start with a small battle here in Rhodesia. So there's only 1 unit defending. But for our attacking forces, we have everything at 3. Everything at 3. So all this at 3. You have 2 infantry supported by artillery, 2 artillery, and 3 machine gun infantry. Plenty of hits. Almost everything but 1 hit. And the defense hit as well. So unfortunately, they got us. It sucks when that happens. So we take off an infantry, and we take off a British unit, and a German unit as well. Next, but we capture that territory, so that's huzzah, huzzah for us. Next, we go for Rhodesia over here. So it's just a 1-on-1. This one is not great odds, but hey, we'll try it out anyways. So we have 1 attacking, miss, and 1 defense, miss. So 2 sixes, but they don't get that territory of Portuguese East Africa. It's contested at this point. Great stuff. So collectively, we have the French drop down by 1 from 27 to 26. The British have gone down 2. 1, 2, and the Germans go up by 2. 1, 2. So we're up at 60. Good stuff. All right. So now we go 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh. Oh yeah, sorry. Just had to quickly look at something. Oh, you know what? We forgot one thing. I hope this is acceptable to everybody. We're going to move the submarine to this position here off the coast of Canada, and 1 submarine is going to come to this position here off the Greenland Sea. So we have 3 subs spread out in those sea zones there. Good. Good, I think. Yeah, good. I'm happy with that. Alright, now we go for the big battle here in Belgium. So I've lined up the dice. The only difference is we have to plan for is the 3 artillery, and that would be these 3 up here, that are instead going to shoot poison gas to try to suppress some of those enemy units. So this is 2 guaranteed hits, so it's a bit of a risk to give up on these ones, but yeah, that's what we're going to do regardless. So that's going to be for poison gas, and I think we're ready to roll for that anyways, so let's get started. 3 poison gas, hitting at 3 or less, although in my opinion perhaps it should be 4 or less because of the aircraft might still be able to apply, but I think that's something else. Here we go. 3 down. 3 down, and that's all. I guess I can't use those again. 3 down, only 3, unfortunately, so that means 3 of the enemy is suppressed. So we're going to take off 3 of their dudes here, which is basically saves us from 1.5 hits. So I'm going to put that off to the side right now. Now, I don't know if he has to take it on the infantry. Yes, it does. I thought maybe cavalry as well. And that leaves us with this situation here, ready to go. All right, so we're going to roll for our 2s here. So let me just go over everything that's rolling here. So we have 12 artillery minus 3, because those 3 we're going to be rolling. So that was 9 left over. 3, 6, 9. Yeah, 9 left over for regular. Those 3 rolled for poison gas. Then we have 3 machine gun infantry, an ace fighter, 2 regular fighters, 12 infantry here, and 13 makes this one. So that's what's all going into that territory. So let's roll that out. Oh, for a side, we should have roughly 14 hits. 18 hits in total, but minus 4 for the trench works. So it's about 14. Of course, that's not adjusted for the poison gas, and then 10.5 on their side. So we'll see how that pans out for us. All right, starting with the smallest, rolling the 2s. This is a 1. That's a 1, so we scored 2 hits. That's the faulty one. Next up, we have our 3s, which is quite the handful. So far, we're right on the money for where we should be. And this looks pretty lucrative for us to some extent. It looks about 50-50. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we undershot here. Undershot. Oops. Undershot by 2, I think. All right. Lastly, we have our 4s. Again, I think we undershot. Oh, no, we didn't undershoot. We missed 3 times, but the other, out of 9, we hit 6 times. So not too bad. So in total, we have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That kind of stands roughly about where we expected. And with minus 4 because of their trench work. So 15 minus 4 leaves us at 11. 11 left over. So ignore that. I'll just put this over here as the attacker. But remember, they have barbed wire and trench works, right? So keep that in mind. Yep. Okay, now for the defense. Let's roll for their rolls. So they have to reduce their moves by 3. So 3 infantry do not get to participate. Let me just double check how many they have. I see they have 6, 6, and 6. I think I already took away the 3. Yeah, I must have already took away the 3. Okay, we're ready. So first the cavalry. Miss on the cavalry. And they should have... no. Good thing I counted that already. So here's the first batch of... Actually, we'll roll for all of them at once. I see way too many hits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 8, 9, 10. So they undershot. So they hit 8 times and missed 10 times. And so they're a little bit below what we expected. And we're a little bit above. So 4 and 4. Sorry, I'm saying this very long-winded, but I'm trying to be accurate and thorough and explaining some of the math as well, because it does trouble me sometimes when people say, oh, I was diced in this combat. Okay, so it's up to my opponent what they want to do on their end. I have to take off 8 hits. So for me, it's pretty simple. I just take off... Sorry, guys. So I have, like I said, I have 18 infantry total. Oh, not including the machine guns. So I'm going to take off 5 and 1, 2, 3. I have to break up this chip to 5 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4. With the infantry on top. Okay, so is that right? I had 5 there. Yeah. So I had 18 total. Yeah, I had 18 total. minus 8. Yeah, minus 8 should give me 10. So I have 10 infantry left over. Excellent. Good stuff. Hope I did that right and nothing was missing. I believe so. I believe so. I might have messed up on something, but I'll double check the math a little bit later. But yeah, 8. So I had 3 dark purple chips and then 3 extra infantry. So that is 18 minus 8. Yeah, 10. Okay, on their end, I had 11 hits. Yes, 11 hits because I hit 15 times. So I already subtracted for the trench works. So that's entirely up to my opponent what they want to see taken off the board. But I suspect they're going to want mostly infantry while keeping... This is going to be basically 11. So maybe they want to take off the cavalry. But I'll leave that up to them. I'm going to just take some units off the board here. No, I'll do this. 1 infantry British, 1... Yeah, I guess it has to be that one. 1 infantry British, 1 infantry French, and the cavalry. So yeah, 11 hits right there. Good stuff. Okay, so we land our units back in the territory. Now, I suspect on the counterattack we're going to be smashed good and proper. But hopefully we have enough to take off some damage on the enemy, and we have enough to kind of scare them into a peaceful state of mind afterwards. Alright, so we'll just crowd our stuff onto the board here. Oh, one of our fighters is going to land back in Lorraine, just to have that extra security. There we have it. And as far as Zeppelins, 1, 2, 3... I think our Zeppelins... As a defender, what do the Zeppelins roll? They'll roll 1s. I suppose I could land Zeppelins in Picardy as well. Let's do that. I know they roll very minimally, but at the very least, it's 2 extra dice, right? That's alright. Okay. That is it across the board for all our movements. Let's place some units on the board. So our 3 submarines are going to go where they must go, up in the North Sea, leaving us with 7 submarines in this area. Our infantry, we're going to place 2 in Lorraine. We're going to place 3 in Bavaria. We're going to place 4 over here. 4 over here in Rhine province. And then that remains us with 2 infantry placed in German East Africa over here. And 1 left over to place in Brandenburg. Okay, everybody, that is everything. Thanks all for watching. Cheers. I forgot to collect income again. Alright, sorry about that. So, we have 60 IPCs over here to have. So let's start collecting this way. So a grand amount of 60 plus 5 for the armistice with Russia. Germany controls any of the 3 of the following: stuff in the Pacific and elsewhere. We only control 2, so I don't think we get that one. And then up here, original British or French territory in Africa, and I believe we have 3. So $3 there. And then lastly, per territory, Germany controls Belgium, Picardy, Brittany, Aquitaine, or Provence. I'm going to pronounce that way. That's $4 there. So there's that. And now we go to convoy rating, where we all get hit. So we get hit in Belgium for 2, guaranteed. We don't get hit in Chile, so that's always nice. We get hit in Tsingtao. So that's a total of 4 IPCs lost. Yeah, 4 IPCs lost. So let's lose those 4 and tally up the rest. 4 gone. 68 IPCs to spend. Excellent stuff. Good. And that's it, everybody. Again, thank you all for watching. Hope you're enjoying. Cheers.